Let me show you how I made this chef coat or chef jacket. As you can see, this is a women's short sleeve double-breasted chef coat with contrast piping, or you can also call it chef tunic. Before we start drafting our pattern, let's go over our sewing supplies. For the main body, you will want a durable, breathable fabric. Since this is a functional chef jacket or tunic, I'm using a sturdy cotton blend. To get that iconic double-breasted look, you will need some bias. For the buttons, I also went ahead and made a cover button. You can use any button of your choice. I went ahead and folded my fabric into 4. This is unfold and this is not unfold. So the unfold is for the back and the one that is not unfold is for the front. Next, I'll go down to mark the shoulder length. I'm using 9 inches. I'm going to mark that and square it out. As you can see, I'm drafting this from scratch. If you want the PDF sewing pattern, tell me that in the comment section and I will drop the PDF sewing pattern. Then I'm going to mark the waist length. The waist length I'm using is 16 inches. I'm going to mark this. And then the final length I used was 28 inches and I added 2 inches. I didn't show that, but that's what I use. Next, I'm going to mark the shoulder width, which is 8.5 inches. I'm going to go ahead and connect this. Next, I'm going to mark the circumference. From the folded part, I'm going to divide the bust divided by 4, add 1.5 inch and 1 inch sewing allowance. I'll just go ahead and also mark the waist divided by 4 plus 1.5 and 1 inch for sewing. I'll go ahead and connect this like this. With this, is going to make room for the hips. So next, I'm going to come down 1 inch for the shoulder slope and then connect the back armhole like this. Then I'm going to mark the shoulder width of 3 inches and then I'm going to connect the shoulder to the neckline. For the back neckline, the depth, I'm going to do 1 inch and connect it like this. For the front, I'm going to do 3.5 inches for now and then square it out to the front. Connect it like this. Then for the front armhole curve, you divide your shoulder length by 2 and then come out 1 inch to connect it like this. Then I'm going to cut out for the back first, then I do the front. For the back, I'm going to do a dart of 1.5 inches at the back. Note, I'm going to first of all cut out for the back. So for the side seam, I'm cutting both together. And also for the armhole, I'll cut both together, but this is for the back alone. I'll also cut this like this and then lift up the back and cut out the back neck. For the double-breasted, from this fold, I have 4 inches here, as you can see. Next, I'm going to take this up and cut out the armhole curve for the front and also the neckline depth for the front. To make the neckline relax properly, you're going to come down 1.5 inches and connect this like so. And then I'm going to trim this off. Next, we are going to make the double-breasted front. So I'm going to notch the center front and also notch it at the hem. Then I'm going to cut out a facing for the front. So I am going to make the button breasted. So I'm going to mark the center line for the center front here so that we can mark the buttons for the double-breasted. Here I'm coming up by 6 inches and from there I'm going to mark 3 inches on both sides, which is total of 6 inches. You can also reduce this to 5 inches depending on the size you're working on. So I'm just going to draw a line here. It is better you do this on your pattern paper but I'm doing this on my fabric, straight on my fabric, because of the urgency of the clothes. So next I am marking 3 inches intervals for the buttons, and then marking the button stand of 0.75. So the intervals for the buttons is 3 inches I used. Then the button stand is 0.75. I'm going to go ahead and also make the double breasted on the other side. So here is the pocket and the button stand, everything. If you bring it up, this is how everything is. Also marked the buttons, where the buttons will be. So next, this is the facing that I have already interfaced for this. I'm going to set that aside. Next, we are going to get ready for the sleeve. So I'm going to measure the armhole curve for the back. Whatever I have here, which is 9 inches, that's what I'm going to use for the sleeve. So I folded my fabric into 4, and I'm going to mark the 9 inches we got from the armhole. The length of the sleeve I'm also going to use is going to also be 9 inches. So from here, I'm going to measure 9 inches and square it out. This is the simplest way I make my sleeve. So here I'm going to mark 3 inches and 3 inches here, and then connect the curve like this. If you want a professional sleeve, I have the sleeve PDF pattern on my website. I'm going to drop it in the description section for you to get that. Then I'll go ahead and also notch the center front. Then this is how the sleeve is. So sewing it, first I'm going to sew the back dart, set that aside, and also sew the facing for the front. Make sure you top stitch it. So this is how it's looking. I'm going to go ahead and make the button stand and buttonhole. This is it after making the button stands, and I'm going to construct the pocket. For the pocket, get your bias and open it up like this. Then I have 3 inches here. I'm going to go ahead and sew the bias binding to it. After I was done, I'll go ahead and sew it like so. For the pocket, this is how it's going to look. I'm just going to go ahead and sew this. I just cut out a random piece. When I'm done sewing this, and that is when I'm going to measure out the amount of pocket I want. Next, I'm going to go ahead and iron this like this, and then I'm going to do a top stitch. To do the top stitch, I'm going to use stitch in the ditch to sew it so it will come out neat. So for the pocket, I use 3 by 4, and that's what I have here. I'm going to go ahead and place it here to sew it. So I'm going to go ahead and sew here. After I was done sewing it, next is to sew the shoulder. I'm going to go ahead and sandwich the front and back facing together, right side facing together, and I'm going to use the facing to sandwich this. I don't want this video to be too long, so in the next video I'm going to show you how to sew the shirt, the collar. After I was done making everything, this is how it is looking. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and remember to come back for the color of the chef uniform. I'll see you guys soon.